The Satvana kings from inscription. So these are Satvana's kings. The means it is said that the names of the Satvana kings were derived from their mother. Means they were keeping the names of their mother in before their name. Okay, like you can say Raja Gautami Putra Shri Satakarni. So Gautami was the name of his mother. These are the names of several generations of Satvana rulers recovered from inscriptions. Note the uniform title Raja. Also note following word which ends with the term Puta, a Prakrit word meaning Putra, son. The term Gautami Puta means son of Gautami. Names like Gautami and Vashti are feminine forms of Gautama and Vasishtha, Vedic seers after whom Gotras were named. So it is said that the Satvanas rulers, their names were derived from their mother. Means before their actual name, their mother's name were added with them. Like you can say Raja Gautami Puta Shri Satakarni, Raja Vashishti Puta Shri Pulumai, Raja Gautami Puta Sami Shri Yana Satakarni, Raja Madhuri Puta Swami Saxena, and Raja Vashishti Puta Chatrapana Satakarni, Raja Hariti Puta Vinu Puta Chutu Kulmanda Satakarni, Raja Gautami Puta Shri Vijaya Satakarni. Okay, now here you can see a mother's advice. This is a script from Mahabharata. The Mahabharata describes how when war between Kauravas and the Pandavas became almost inevitable, Gandhari made one last appeal to her eldest son Duryodhan. By making peace, you honor your father and me as well as your well wishers. It is the wise man in control of his senses who guards his kingdom. Greed and anger drag a man away from his profits. By defeating these two enemies, a king conquers the earth. You will happily enjoy the earth, my son, along with the wise and heroic Pandavas. There is no good in war, no law, dharma and profit earth, left alone happiness, nor is there necessarily victory in the end. Don't set your mind on war. Duryodhan did not listen to this advice and fought and lost the war. So it means that at that time, in the Mahabharata, which narrates a story about the cousin brothers who had a fight for a feud of land. At that time, paternity was there, and it means that the son succeeds or inherits the property of his father, and the son succeeds the throne of his father. So at that time the paternal system was there, so the women, they did not have any right on the property, as well as they were not considered, they were not considered much, you can say, valuable to the society. And so through this script we come to know that Duryodhan, who was the son of Gandhari, he completely ignored the advice of his mother, because he did not valued her and valued her advice, because he did not have respect for the woman. Some of the Satvana rulers were polygamous, that is, had more than one wife. So at that time, Sattvanas also, they were also at that time in the society, polygamy and polyandry was practiced. Polygamy means man having many wife, or you can say more than one wife, and polyandry means a woman who is having more than one husband. So that is polyandry, in which a woman can keep more than one husband or marry with more than one man. So at that time both of these practice these means these were practices were going on in the society, and most of the rulers, Satvanahas, and the you can say the ruling dynasties, the men were practicing polygamy. That is, they were marrying more than once, means they were having more wives at a time. An examination of the names of women who married Satvanaha ruler indicates that many of them had names derived from Gotras such as Gautama and Vasishtha. Their fathers, Gotras. They evidently retained these names instead of adopting names derived from their husband Gotra, as they were required to do according to the Brahminical rules. So it is said that because polygamy was practiced at that time, that is, a man can marry more than once, so he was having more means many wives at a time. So these women who were marrying the men who were having more wives, they were not adopting the gotra of their husband, but they were keeping or retaining the gotra of their father, like Gautami Putra and the Vashisht. So Gautami and Vashisht were the gotras of their father, because husband who is having more wives, uh, there to means give them exclusiveness, or you can say that to retain their identity, these women, they were keeping or retaining their father gotras instead of adopting the gotra of their husband. And so the son of these women, they were also adopting their mother's gotra instead of adopting the gotra of their father. So it is said like, okay, so Satvana's rulers, they were having the name of their mother instead of the name of their father, means they were adopting or retaining the name of their gotra of their mother, and there means as you can say, a system of matrilineal was going on. Okay, what is also apparent is that some of these women belong to the same gotra. As is obvious, this ran counter to the ideal of exogamy, means some exceptional cases were there which were going against the rules which were laid down in the Brahminical test. Like, first of all, as in the case of the Satvanas rulers were adopting the gotras of their mother, and even the queens, or you can say the wife of the king of the Satvana rulers, they were retaining the gotra of their father instead of adopting the gotra of their husband to retain their identity, because the ruler is having many wives at a time. And second thing is that, so this was against the rules that were laid down in the Brahminical test, as in Dharma Shastras or Dharma Sutras. And second thing is that second is that okay, means many in many instances it is said that in the Satvanas, they were the you can say the daughters were married within their kinfolk, or you can say they were practicing endogamy instead of practicing exogamy, because at that time, especially in the ruling class or in the allied group, it is said that the daughter should be married not within the family but outside the family. But it in the cases of the Satvanas rulers, many women, they were having the same gotra. It means that they were married within the family, so they were means even practicing endogamy instead of practicing exogamy, which was and is prevalent among several communities in South India. So, still in South India, endogamy is there, in which the marriages are ceremonialized within the family members. Family members means within their own kinfolk, or you can say within their own family, means from cousins, and then they are married to their own cousins and all that, not outside. So, which was prevalent among several communities in South India. Such marriages amongst kinfolk, such as cousins, ensured a close knit community. It is likely that there were variations in other parts of the subcontinent as well, but as yet it has not possible to reconstruct specific details. Now, next topic is, were mothers important? 2.5. We have seen that Satvana rulers were identified through matrimonics. Matrimonics means through their mother. Through these Satvana rulers, they were following the lineage of their mother instead of following the lineage of their father. Means they were recognized with their mother gotra instead of their father gotra. So this is known as matronymics, names derived from that of their mother. Although this may suggest that mothers were important, we need to be cautious before we arrive at any conclusion. In the case of Satvanas, we know that succession to the throne was generally patrilineal. Means even though the Satvanas, they were deriving the name from their mother gotra, but still patrilineal society was also practiced over there. That is, only the son was entitled to succeed the throne of his father, not the daughter. So this is you can see a picture. So what this picture is narrating, this is amongst the earliest sculpture depictions of the scene from Mahabharata, a terracotta sculpture from the walls of a temple in Achitchatra, Uttar Pradesh, 5th century CE.